Hello, another week has gone by and I am back with another book. I've enjoyed many books that took real life people and made them into fictional characters. Louise Brooks was a famous actress in the 20s and 30s. She was an icon of the jazz age and the flapper lifestyle. This title sees a 15-year-old Louise Brooks on her first trip to New York City in the company of a friend of her mother's. This is The Chaperone by Laura Moriarty. They were still out on the sidewalk of West 86th Street, the taxi pulling away, when Louise put down her travel bag, raised both arms, and declared herself in love with New York City. "It's exactly as I imagined it." She let her arms fall and looked out at the street, at the honking, halting parade of cars, headlights bright in the dusking air. She turned to Cora with glistening eyes. "I've always known it, my whole life. This is where I'm meant to be." Cora, though exhausted, managed to smile. Louise had been like this since the moment they stepped into the main concourse of Grand Central Station. Even with people just behind them and just in front of them, so many speaking strange languages and wearing the dark clothes of foreigners, some smoking, some coughing, all exhaling too closely. Louise said she felt as if she were walking into her dreams. Cora had only nodded in response, her gaze moving around the concourse, taking in the arched blue ceiling and wide exits on every side. It was a magnificent space, brighter than the station in Wichita, and big enough to swallow it whole. If she had been there before, if the train she'd boarded with the other children had left from that very station, she didn't remember. Nothing felt familiar. Maybe it would have, if she'd had more time there. But once Louise saw the exit for 42nd Street, she walked towards it quickly, saying she couldn't wait to get out on the famous street and breathe in the city's air. The attraction, from what Cora saw, was mutual. As she and Louise made their way through the big doors and into the muggy air, even with the rush of so many people moving in and out, all kinds of men, laborers in shirt sleeves, sailors, even well-dressed men who seemed to be in a hurry, let their gazes linger on Louise's face before moving down the length of her figure. Beautiful women in silk dresses turned to look at her haircut, the blunt bangs so unusual even among so many bob-haired heads. At least, Cora hoped the hair was why they stared. That morning on the train, Louise had returned from the ladies' lounge in a light green skirt and a white short-sleeved blouse with such a low V-neck collar that she had to swear to Cora that her mother not only approved of the blouse, she had bought it for her. Cora surrendered the argument. Either Louise was lying or Myra had very poor judgment, and Cora hadn't felt up to making a case for either. And so Louise had sauntered into the streets of New York City with so many eyes on her lovely face and striking hair and rosebud décolletage. She pretended not to notice the attention she garnered, but Cora, glancing at her from the side, suspected that she did. That's it for today. What are you reading right now? Please tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And I will talk to you again next week.